Please welcome Faisal Ahmed from Bangladesh, AI innovator, agile product leader, and the mind behind impactful projects at MarcoPolo.ai. With deep expertise in GenAI and a passion for human AI collaboration, he is here to show how agile and AI can drive meaningful, scalable change. Please give a round of applause for Faisal Ahmed.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Excited for this talk and welcome our guests from abroad. I hope you would enjoy this session. Slides, please. Okay, so I will start by a bit of introduction about myself. So I was a software engineer and I worked in the software industry for around 6 years, 6.5 years. Then I transitioned to product role. Now I am working in a startup. It's Marco Polo AI. This is one of the Forbes 30 under 30 startup in Bangladesh. And I'm working as a product manager here. So basically my journey towards software engineer, towards the product management role, I have actually learned many aspects about the processes, actually. The processes we follow while we develop softwares, we develop any projects. So, is the slide coming? Yeah. So today my thesis will be very concise. Before going to my thesis, all of us in the industry, we're experiencing a shift in our work methodology, the way we work. The way we work is highly incorporated with the AI, and my talk is about that today. Okay, so the title seems a bit technical. It's saying AI-Augmented Agile. So basically, this is about a theorem from Garry Kasparov, who was a world chess champion for 17 years. So let's dive into the story. Can you please go to the next slide? I think this isn't working from down there. Okay, so a little bit about myself. So I have already done that intro. So I'm working as a product manager at Marco Polo AI. And previously I have worked on many local startups and MNCs like Monster Lab Deep Systems. And we had a Bangla search engine, which was Pipilika. I have worked on that. Next slide, please. Yeah, a little bit more where the story begins. So basically, I'm a chess enthusiast from very early part of my life. From early childhood, I used to play chess, and I was quite good at it. I have represented my university multiple times in the inter-university chess, and I have played some FIDE matches as well. So then I got to introduced with this guy, who is Garry Kasparov. Okay, so Garry Kasparov was a world chess champion for 17 years, and he was very well known for his sharp style of playing. During his career, he used to play chess with many real great players like Kramnik from Russia and Vishinath Anand from India. He used to play with them. Then actually, he played with, I think in the earlier talk, like Joshi showed that he played with IBM computers. So that's the inception of the idea. So before diving into that, let's look into a problem. The problem which we are actually facing, the problem. So we are living in the age of vibes. Like if you log into LinkedIn, you will see that people are doing vibe coding, people are doing vibe researching and vibe managing. So the tools for the software engineers like Lovable, these are making prototype building very easy. And also researching is becoming very, very easy for researchers for tools like Perplexity AI or the Claude, those type of tools. And there are some tools which are coming, which tools actually let us solve the like project management problem a bit. So the problem is when it comes to project management, should we stick to the structure of Agile or we will go with the like jazz vibes? So that's the problem, and let's see what Garry Kasparov has to offer to us. So when he lost with Deep Blue at 1996, there was a rematch at 1997. But there was a part of story which most people don't know. That is, this 1 year he was actually in a deep contemplation mood. He was in a meditative state. He was trying to find out what happened to his games, because he was like a legend in chess, and he was the only chess player who actually retained the world championship title for 17 years. So then after his like meditative state, he came up with this book. This book is called Deep Thinking. This was by Garry Kasparov, and here he proposed a theorem which is known as the Kasparov's theorem. The theorem is, it's about chess, by the way. A weak human player plus moderately strong AI plus a better process. So I will deep dive into what the better process means. So this combination beats any strong human player with strong AI and inferior process. So this was the theorem from Garry Kasparov. And there was a POC he did, small scale POC. He proposed to FIDE that let there be a tournament where any top rated chess players, even novice players, would be allowed to use AI or use machines while they actually make their play. So this was the POC, the freestyle chess tournament. So what happened in this chess tournament, this was a bit different from the usual FIDE tournaments. So here, anyone could participate with a computer. Like, you can use any sort of AI, let that be Stockfish, which is a prominent AI in the chess ecosystem, or you can use any other AI, any other algorithm, anything. It's a freestyle chess tournament where the top-rated chess player had participated, and also the novice players or the relatively lower-rated players have participated. So what turned out in this chess tournament, that no like top-rated player didn't win this tournament. So this tournament was won by a player who was like a kid, 17 years old, and like he was someone who could work in a very processed way. So his process was very like systematic. The way he interacted with the computer, the way he took the moves from computer and implemented in a time pressure in the chessboard, that was very robust. So this was basically a small POC for the earlier theorem we just saw, which is like a relatively weak human player can beat a strong human player who is playing with an inferior process and a strong AI. Okay, so then let's move on to the next part, which is after this POC had been done, there had been a robust proof of concept for the Garry Kasparov's theorem, which actually pioneered the way of like human-computer interaction, yeah, and also in the field of AI. But as we know, like project management, it's a bit chaotic. Chess is a very well-defined game, and the problem is very well-defined in chess. Like there are 64 squares, and there are like 32 pieces. So the rules, it's very closed. So this is a closed system. But what happened after a decade was Google came up with the DeepMind, which is actually a Go playing program. So Go is basically much more like an open system, because the move you play in a Go game, Go is basically popular in China, Korea, and like that part of the globe. So in this game, this is basically open system. You cannot brute force the game. the possibilities in a chessboard is very, very, very low compared to the possibilities in a Go board. So this is compared, this can be compared as chaotic as project management. So what happened is like Google DeepMind actually developed a system, and in this system, like a strong, like a moderately strong AI plus a moderately strong human player could beat the world champion with the inferior process. Now let's think, can we apply this theorem in the world of Agile? Can we apply this theorem in how we actually manage projects? So let's deep dive to the corollary of Kasparov's theorem. So in the Kasparov's theorem, we have seen that weak human player plus moderate and better process is more efficient than the later one. Strong human player, strong AI, and inferior process. So what if in this theorem we can replace human player as a product professional and better processes agile? So what happens then is like maybe a strong professional who isn't actually following the process accurately or following the process uh, in a best practices manner can actually be outperformed by a relatively new project manager, but who is accurately implementing the agile and also taking the help from AI. So, which means that, like as I have just told, like a less skilled agile product professional who is working in agile way because that's the profile, because he's adopting the proper agile process, plus moderate AI is more efficient than a more skilled non-agile product professional who is using like vibes, like who is using AI very strongly, making PRDs, making tickets, like ticket description and everything out of like generative AI, but in a very quick iterative way, which we actually call vibing nowadays. But that process is inferior. So in the long run, like according to Kasparov's theorem, like the non-agile product professional wouldn't be able to manage projects as efficiently as a less skilled agile product professional could do, who is adopting the agile process properly and using moderate AI. Okay, so now the solution is yes, as in the software industry we're seeing, and also in the like project management, you can vibe a little, but when it comes to mission critical projects, you have to adhere to the best practices of the agile methodologies. And you need to trust the process and you need to stay agile. So that's about my talk. I hope you enjoyed it, and you can ask any questions if there is any.